Good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life and finances. I hope everybody is having an amazing morning and ready to get this day started. My name is Yamitra JoJo Waddell, the only Live Past Crazy Specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? I hope you guys had a great weekend and that you are ready to get this Monday started. Are you excited? This weekend, you guys, we're 6 days away from the Great Escape Mini. Are you ready? Because I'm ready. I spent all weekend getting ready. So I hope you guys are ready. Don't forget for your chance to win tickets, make sure you share the video, share the broadcast, like our Fearless Morning Show page, and then leave one takeaway about the Fearless Morning Show that has helped you or something that you have used. Waiting for my Fearless co-host to come in. And while she is on the Friday, we talked about what are we doing here at the Fearless Morning Show, and we are preparing you for your future. And my topic today is going to be a little more about that. How we going to make it happen. Let's get us some water going here this morning.
Awesome. Yep. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Can you hear me?
My phone was low for some reason. I'm good. How you doing this morning?
I need to make some adjustments on my lighting in this room. That's what I need to do. But I'm good. Let's go ahead and get started with our Fearless Morning quote. This morning is All the Way Good by Mr. Thomas Carlyle. So let's jump right in, y'all. Thank you again for joining the Fearless Morning Show. Absolutely, guys. So the quote this morning is, "Do not be embarrassed by your mistakes. Nothing can teach us better than our understanding of them. This is one of the best ways of self-education."
That's true.
I thought that was important because oftentimes I can watch my little one when he's doing something, and if he doesn't do it right the first time, there's a sense of frustration that comes over him, especially when he's like playing a new game on his iPad. And he starts playing, and then all the other kids who've been in there playing for a while come and they attack him, and he's beaten out of the game, and he's very frustrated. And I get that because I'm that way too. I was that way, right? I am a perfectionist at the core, and I want everything to be, just so awesome. So I get that. But I think the thing too that's most important for us to understand and to abide in as we grow over time is to not be embarrassed by it and simply learn from it. It does us no good to simply sit there and in anxiety and in frustration when we know that we can now take this and turn it into a learning opportunity for ourselves. See, that's just growth. That's called maturing. Yes. That's called wisdom, right?
Yes, Lord.
That's wisdom. Lord. That's the process that you have to go through to be able to even get to that point to where you have an understanding that that's a possibility for you, right? So I love that Thomas Carlyle said that, and I thought I would share it with you guys this morning because too many times we are embarrassed, we're hurt, we're ashamed by the mistakes that we made, when in actuality, that's the only way you are going to make it to your next level. You got to fail, but fail fast, fail hard, and get over it, right? So you can get and learn from it. Don't miss that part. And learn from it.
A lot of people get caught. They get caught on that, and they get stuck on that. Exactly. And then because they made that mistake, they're like, "I quit. I ain't going no further." And that's not how it works.
And then we had the audacity to say, "I want it all back. Everything that the devil stole from me, I want it all back." Y'all know that song, right? We'll sing that in a heartbeat, but we're not willing. Let's just catch this. You're not going to get anything back until you change your situation. God's not going to give anything back to that same broken vessel that he gave it to in the beginning, and you didn't do nothing with it. Please hear that. So there's some changing you got to do. There's some shifting and rearranging that you must do now in order to be able to receive that he has for you. Let me just say that.
And
So
then
guys, don't be embarrassed. Yes, go ahead. I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna say, and then we say that, take back what the devil. He probably didn't steal it. You gave it to him freely because you didn't want to fight for what you were supposed to be
Oh,
doing
come
in
on
the
now.
first place, honey. Come on, somebody. You gave it. You tried and you failed, and so you didn't want to keep. So you was like, here, you can have that. So what he gonna give it back?
Right.
You gave it to him. Don't be an Indian giver. Handle your business. Don't get mad because he doing his business. Handle your
Right.
business.
Exactly. All
That's
right, that's good. We took him to church already on a Monday, but that's all good.
A to the
But
man.
I guess we shouldn't say that. I guess we shouldn't say that really, because church is in your heart. Church should be with you
That's
all the
right.
time. So we
That's
got to
right.
let that one go, right? We got to let that sing. It's
Well,
something else we
hey,
got to
we
let.
revived it within them this morning. How about that?
Right, right. Some restoration for you this morning. That's
That's
what it
right.
is. How about that? Let's restore some things. All right, guys. Well, it's time for our financially confession this morning. Hey, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Don't forget to share this video so that we can continue to spread not only this knowledge, but help you to develop these skills and take it and you learn from it and develop wisdom as a result of that. So what are we talking about today, guys? Always put your attention on what you want. Okay? That's the message today. Not be thankful for what you have. Don't miss that. But always put your attention on what it is that you want. And why do I say that? Because too often times we allow things to stop us from being able to get to our next level. And the reason I'm sharing that, guys, is because there are reasons that you're not investing. And when you're not investing, that's stopping you from getting to your next level, right? And the beauty of this, guys, if you truly are ready to come out of poverty, break that poverty cycle, if you truly are ready to leave that situation of being broke, busted, and disgusted, then it's high time that we not only learn from our mistakes, but then we also get the education we need to ensure that we're investing. That's the only way, y'all, to invest. Now, I'm not saying the only way to make and keep and grow your money is to invest in the stock market. No, I'm not. But it is a way, and it is a way that you can get in with smaller amounts of money that you can now grow to larger amounts of money. And you say, well, Lynn, why do you keep telling me this? Because you have to hear this over and over and over until you get it. Some of us get it right away, right? Some of us get it, but sometimes we're like our children. You can tell your child to do something until you're blue in the face. I can tell my son every day, and my husband will tell him too, Malachi, clean up the mess after you're finished with it. Clean up the mess from the table when you're finished. Clean up the mess from the table when you're finished. Clean up the mess from the table when you're finished. What is the response we get? Oh, I forgot, right? You'll hear that in the heartbeat. Oh, I forgot. Oh, but you didn't forget how to play that game on your iPad. But you didn't forget how to get that basketball and get out there and start playing when you did that. Oh, but you didn't forget when you want to go ride your bike at the park. But when it's time for you to clean up your mess from the table, oh, I forgot, right? Just like us as adults, we have selective, right? We have selective reason. We have selective priorities.
Yes.
You get paid on Friday and that you need to have a budget, right, for your money. You know that you need to be paying yourself, but that's not a priority for you. You take on that, oh, I forgot mentality. Oh, yeah, but, right? Oh, yeah, but I needed to go and do this. Oh, yeah, but I needed to go and pay this. Oh, yeah, but I needed to go and go on this trip. Oh, yeah, but that's what we always put out there. That's our excuse that we're giving. Guys, what I'm sharing with you today, if you truly are ready to come out of that situation that you're in, you have to do things differently. And by doing things differently, I'm talking about investing. Yes. How do you now invest to get to your next level? And what are the reasons you want to invest, right? What are the reasons that anybody would want to invest? Maybe you want to invest for your future. We talked about this before. Retirement is really around the corner. It seems like it's 20, 30, 40 years down the road, but in actuality, it'll be here before you know it. Case in point, all those parents who are going through graduation right now with their babies, right? All of them posting on Facebook their photos. All of the parents, I know they're crying behind the scenes when they posted, "Oh, my baby," right? I'm so proud of my baby, but my baby's leaving. My baby's leaving. My baby's flying the coop. My baby's leaving the nest. What am I going to do now, right? I want to protect my baby from all these things. See, all of these things happen to us sooner than we think. And what we have to recognize, guys, now is we have to prepare ourselves for our next level. Or what about those of us who are, your babies are graduating and you want them to go off to college, right? Have you prepared? Have you invested? Have you set aside? Have you done the things that you need to do to ensure that your babies don't have student loans, right? Or what are those things that you need to do? And I'm not saying that's the goal for everybody, but that's the goal for some.
Right.
And then what about those of you who want to be able to, when you do retire, you want to be able to travel, or you want to be able to take your family on those excursions with you. Investing is the opportunity that allows you to do that. Whether you're investing in stocks or the real estate or a business, you want to start up your own business, there are so many different things that you can do to invest, right? Investing is what you do to grow your money. So you have to understand, guys, what are those things that you want to focus on? Always put your attention on what it is that you want as you move through. And some of the reasons that we do not invest are simple, guys. They're simple. And I've heard it over and over and over from other women that I've spoken to. And the number one is they don't know which stocks to pick. Right? You don't know which stocks to pick. You don't know what I should be doing. You hear some people say diversify. You hear some people say, no, don't do that. You need to figure out your own thing. Then what is it then that I need to be doing? Because I'm afraid to lose money. That's another reason. I don't have any money to be losing at this point. Let me say this. Let me share this with you. When you put your money into a bank savings account that you plan to leave in there for some time and use later, do you not know that even though the bank tells us that you're not losing your monies are FDIC insured, your money's not going to go down. Do you not know if you only put your money in a traditional savings account, you are also leaving negative, right? If you leave your money in there over the period of time, the value of your dollar, the purchasing power of your dollar is going down. So there are different things that you need to do now that are going to get you to your next level once you learn how to invest with confidence. Good morning, Charlene. Thank you for joining. Hope Alabama's treating you well. You want to stop by to see us, though, when you roll through Georgia. That's all I'm saying. All right. So in looking at this, guys, so we have to now understand what are those things that we now do that are keeping us from investing, because that is the way to get out of lack, to come out of poverty, to move from broke, busted, and disgusted. You have to figure out a way to make your money work for you instead of you always working for your money. It's as plain and simple as that, right? It is as simple as that. So we now have to take advantage of these opportunities. And not only do I hear from you that you don't know the right stocks to pick, and I've given you this information over and over and over. Go ahead and join the fund for the SPY, the S&P 500, until you master the skills to start investing for yourself. Master the skills to start investing for yourself. Oh, thank you, Charlene. She's an hour behind us now. Oh, so you had to get up at 6:30 to get in with us, but that's all right.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, exactly. So in looking at this, guys, we also, in addition to poor stock picking, what women have told me is that they have information overload. They don't know what it is they need to do. There's so much fancy terminology out there in regards to investing, like stochastic. You'd be like, wait, what are they talking about? What is the PE ratio? You'd be like, I know what PE, that was physical education, right? So what is a PE ratio? So what do these terms mean in regards to stocks and investing? So in looking at this, guys, take the opportunity to learn what it is that you need to come out of that situation. And I don't know your situation, but I do know of my situation and the things that I had to do to get out of my situation. How did I overcome getting out of student loan debt? How do I now overcome, or my husband and I overcome getting out of all of these mortgages? Guys, together we had over $500,000 worth of debt. Let me ask you, do you know how much debt you have? Do you know your net worth? Do you know your assets minus your liabilities? Yes, you need to know that down to a penny. And then you, dare I say, once you know that, it doesn't stop there. You have to continue to monitor that, right? Because we all know what gets checked gets done. There's no way that you're going to know how much better you're doing or not if you're not checking it, if you're not paying attention to it, if you're not doing the work.
That's right.
And guys, it's not that difficult once you have the system that you need to put in place that's going to help you to monitor it. See, that's the problem. We haven't had this conversation before. We haven't had a system that was put before us that we could easily follow and say, okay, these are the things that I need to do, right? And I'm not saying you have to use my system, but you need a system. You need a systematic way of doing it. Just like you have a routine to get up out of your bed every morning, to get yourself dressed, to go to work, or to run your own business from your home, or whatever it is that you do, right? In the same way that you have a system, a methodical system for going through that process, you don't even have to think about it anymore. You just get up and do it. In that same way, guys, we have to be intentional in our finances to make, keep, and grow our money. And that's what investing allows you to do. Once you've decided, because when you decide that you're ready to invest, then you say, okay, now where is the money going to come from? And when you become intentional in thinking about what it is that you want, yes, I do want to invest because I do want to have this $150,000 to be able to do this, right? Just giving you a nice round number. So then where do you now get the money from to be able to go on this journey? And you have to be intentional in this, guys, day in and day out, week in and week out, month in and month out, year in and year out, dare I say decade in and decade out. You have to be intentional in your finances. So do you know where you are? Do you know your assets? Do you know your liabilities, right? Do you know what's coming in, your income? Do you know what's going out, your expenses? That's your financial statement. That's what everyone really wants to see after you leave school. We talk about going to school a lot. We talk about college a lot because we're college educated women. Dare I say, we've gone back and we've had multiple degrees, bachelor's, multiple master's degrees, specialist degrees, even doctorates. Well, I'm DBA on my doctorate, but that's okay. That's another. I mean, I'm sorry, ABD. All but done. I'm DBA. I'm doing business as Lynn Demers right now. That's my DBA. But I'm ABD. My dissertation is not done on my doctorate. I'm all but done, right? But anyway.
I feel you on that one.
So, but looking at it, guys, there are things that we can do now to be more intentional in our finances that are going to allow us to make, keep, and grow our monies. That's what's most important. That's how we get out of this poverty cycle. That's how you move from being broke, busted, and disgusted. But you must be intentional, right? You must look at what it is that you want. Put your attention on what it is that you want, and then you will move in that direction, right? If you know that you want to go to Disney World, right, with your family next week, you got to put your attention on getting to Orlando. Really, it's Kissimmee, but everybody says Orlando. You got to focus on getting to Orlando. If you don't focus on getting to Orlando in some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion, either getting on 95 and heading south, or some way, shape, form, or fashion, you are not going to get to Orlando. You are not going to make it to Disney. The same thing in your finances. If you are not intentional, and when I say be intentional, you need to put a dollar amount on it. Whatever that goal is, whatever the end game is, whatever the end result is that you want, put a dollar amount on that. And then you got to work on what's the road I need to take? What's the path that I need to get to that point? And investing allows you to get there a lot quicker. Yeah, there are some things you can do. You can try to save your way, right? You can try to save your way in the old school traditional ways that we've learned about getting there. But before that even happens, if you look at it, for many of us, it's going to take hundreds of years. Dare I say, are we living into the hundreds of years? Not since the Bible days. I haven't heard of anybody living into the hundreds of years old, right?
Right.
So there are different opportunities out here for us now, guys. We have to recognize, understand, and realize that we have to check it, right? What gets checked gets done. We have to put these things in place that are going to allow us to build to our next level. See, that's why women invest. Dare I say, that's why men invest. See, men have the game on lock. The data tells us that men are investing at larger rates than women. However, women are the ones that are in many cases, that have a lot of different roles and responsibilities that they're taking care of. And as a result, women are living longer than the men, right? And if you're outliving your partner, your spouse, or whomever that is, then what are you going to do? Right? What are you going to do? And dare I say, not even thinking about the single lady, when you have to bear the brunt of all the responsibility. And when you are bearing the brunt of all the responsibility, that's not only financially, that's spiritually, that's emotionally, that's, every possible way that you can. So how do you now come out of that situation? Because you're now the giver of all things, right? You're that person that's responsible for all things. So now how do you get out of this poverty cycle? How do you get out of being broke, busted, and disgusted? How do you transition out? Guys, you got to invest your way out. You have to be intentional. And it's not until we're intentional in what we're doing with our money are we going to see any differences. Now, we're intentional. We are intentional. When we see that we want some Jimmy Choo's, we're intentional, right? We're intentional when we know that there are certain things. If we know we want something Versace, we're intentional with that, or with our babies. We're intentional when we know we want some Jordans. We're intentional, right? We do those things with purpose. We be like, doggone it, I'm going out to get it, and you go get it. Why can't you have that same level of intensity in your finances when it calls for you to do what we're called to do, and that's build generational wealth and leave an inheritance for your children's children? And you just get to decide, guys, what financial freedom looks like for you. Yes. So you got to decide for you today, what are you putting your attention on? Always put your attention on what it is that you want. The other day, case in point, I went out, I was like, oh, I need a new black suit. I was intentional. I was so focused, so tunnel driven in looking for that black suit that nothing swayed me. And there were a lot of nice things that were out there in the stores. And there are some stores that even had some sales going on. But I was so intentional in what it was that I wanted that I didn't see all of those other things. I saw them, right? But I was not enticed to go that way. See, that's the type of intentionality that we have to have when it comes to our finances and investing. So hopefully first you got to have that solid financial foundation. See, that's how we get past the fear, guys. That's how you get past the fear of saying, oh, I don't have money to invest. Or you get past the fear of saying, oh, I cannot risk my money because I need my money to be doing other things. See, once you are intentional and you have a plan, you focus or you put your attention on what it is that you want, dare I say that removes some of the angst around the process. It doesn't eliminate everything, but it allows you to do things differently. And that's what's most important for us when we're thinking about investing and getting to our next level. And you don't have to do this with us. Let me be clear. Let me go back to the quote this morning by Thomas Carlyle. Do not be embarrassed by your mistakes. Nothing can teach you better than our understanding of them. This is the best way, one of the best ways of self-education. You can educate yourself.
That's right.
That's where it starts, right? But I do know that the research tells us that there are tons of people out there who will read books. Those of us who read, you will read the book. But 80% of people fail to put the information to action. Mm-hmm. So are you an action taker today? Let's just say that, right? Mm-hmm. Are you an action taker? Are you willing to do the work to get to your next? See, we can read all of this great information. You can come and sit here and listen to all of this every single day. But are you willing to do the work? Are you intentional? Are you going to begin with the end in mind? Are you going to always put your attention on what it is that you want so that you can work to get to your next? Are you willing to commit to this day in and day out, week in and week out, month in and month out, year in and year out, decade in and decade out? See, guys, this is for the long haul. This is for the long haul, guys. So if you are ready, this weekend, this Saturday, we are so excited to announce that we will be at the Do Shop. We also have some winners that we need to be announcing today who have shared the video, who've liked our fan page, and who have shared with us nuggets. We have those tickets for those individuals who did that. But we also want to invite you guys to join us for June 16th at the Do Shop. There's so many things out there, guys, that we can do. We can read, we can self-educate, but taking the action is where we tend to fall short. But if you join us at the Do Shop, we are doing it, right? We will literally be doing the work. Not hypothetically, not showing you how to do this, not telling you how to do it. We are going to do it. So make your way to Roswell, Georgia this Saturday, June 16th. We start at 10 o'clock a.m., y'all. This is the Do Shop. This is where you start to do these things. This is where you become intentional in your actions so that you can come out of poverty, so you can come out of broke, busted, and disgusted. We don't have to be there. We were not made to be there, guys. We are kings and queens. Why are we not living like kings and queens? And I'm not talking about living like kings and queens with the stuff. Stuff is just clutter. Let me just say that stuff is just clutter. You're in actuality. Now, I'm not trying to get all psychological on you and everything, but stuff is clutter. You're trying to fill this void by purchasing all of these things. And I know we talked about last week, I'm not about that minimalistic lifestyle, but there is some value behind what it is that they do as a minimalist. There is some value behind that, right? There's some truth to the things, to what they're doing, but I'm not there yet, y'all. You won't see me in a little tiny house. Not yet. Not saying it won't happen in the future, but that's not what I'm focused on, right? I'm putting my attention on the things that I'm focused on. See, guys, there's so many distractions out there that can take you off your game. Until you get a plan, until you get a blueprint, until you figure out, guys, these are the things that I must do. These are the non-negotiables because I want to come out. I am coming out. That's what you say. I commit to coming out. I commit to coming out of being broke. I commit to coming out of lack. I commit to coming out of being disgusted. I commit to coming out of this depression, this anxiety, this pain, this hurt, this whatever it is that you're in around your finances because you don't have a plan. Guys, get a plan. And it sounds simple because plan is another 4-letter word. Here we go with these 4-letter words. Cussing people out, right? But we got to figure out, guys, what are those things that we can now do? What's the blueprint? We will be sharing those things with you on June 16th as far as your finances and investing. What are the things I need to be doing? What do I need to focus on? Because what you put your attention on, you always put your attention on what it is that you want. And there I say it again, you do it day in and day out, week in and week out, month in and month out, year in and year out, decade in and decade out. You must be intentional, right? You must be committed. You must be committed.
Mm-hmm.
And that commitment starts with you first. You have to be committed to yourself first. Let's be clear on that. And I'm sure JoJo is going to help you with that part. She's going to help you with that and working with your mindset, guys. What we're doing here is your mindset has to be on track. Your mindset has to be on the path that you're going to put attention on what it is that you want. And you have to stay relentless. You have to be focused. You have to stay on it. Like your life depends on it. Because it does.
That's right.
It's as simple as that. So join us, guys. That's why I'm sharing this message with you. Join us June 16th, Roswell, Georgia, at the Circle and Moon. If you haven't shared this video, go ahead and share it out. We've asked that you share, you like the page, and that you leave us some feedback. If you want to be there with us in Roswell, Georgia, JoJo's going to be announcing our list of winners in just a moment. Our winners, we're going to ask you to go and register. That's going to say to us, you are committed to being in the space, but we're giving you a different link to register. All of our winners are going to a different link to register. You'll get a pre-course delivered to your inbox to get you ready for Saturday for the Do Shop. It's going to be amazing, y'all. Your life, the life that you want, if you want to get out of that, right? You work your way out of that, but you have to be intentional. You have to be focused and getting out of that thing. So are you intentional about it? We're more intentional about planning out a vacation that's only going to last us for a few days or a week or maybe even 2 weeks than we are in planning out our finances that impact us every single day. It's sad, but it's true. Now it's time to switch that, y'all. Flip the script is what I'm trying to say. Flip the script. Be intentional in your finances, in your investing, and the same way that you're intentional about buying your baby those Jordans. And I say that because I know my little one likes Jordans. And I know what my little one likes. And anything that he tells me that he's like, because I'm mommy, and mommy wants him to have a better life than I do what I need to do to get that done for my baby, because that's my baby, right? That's my baby. And I'm sure other mothers and fathers can relate to that. But you have to be focused. You have to be intentional. You must be relentless. This is a non-negotiable, guys. It's a non-negotiable. Yeah, we've all made mistakes. And JoJo makes a mistake and let me talk too long every day. Right?
We're going to work on the time schedule then.
I told you to give me the time out. This is my signal. Give me the T. That's time out. That tells me, hey, Liz, stop talking. Right?
That's all right. So we're going to work on the time schedule. We're going to get it. Man, we too much like we both be so passionate about what we have to say. We got to get it out. That's just all it is too. It got to come out.
So guys, I'm going to close this out by saying, if you are tired of the situation that you're currently in and you want a community of people who are moving in that direction, right? We're all moving in a direction because we're putting our attention on what it is that we want. And you want to get in a community of individuals who are doing that very thing. A group of individuals who are moving away from poverty, or who have moved away from poverty. Let's just say that. A group of individuals who moved away from being broke, busted, and disgusted. If you need to be in that community that's moved away from and has a different set of goals, and they're checking, right? Because what gets checked gets done. We're intentionally focused on this. Then we join us, guys. Join us June 16th for the Do Shop, the Great Escape Mini in Roswell, Georgia. And at this time, JoJo's going to announce our winners. Yes, we have a list of winners, guys, for this event that we are going to share. And we're going to tag them, or somebody please tag them, right? So they can go and register and we can make sure that they're going to be in their place. We are so excited for this group of individuals. But yes, yes, and yes. Okay, I'm going to stop talking because I just keep going and going and going because I get too excited. So will you please share those names? And I am going to hush.
All right, guys. So the winners, and I will be posting their names and tagging them. So we had let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had 8 people that did everything that we asked. So the winners are Miss Erica Gray, Regina Hamilton, Amy Davis, Sandra Adujo, I hope I'm saying her last name right, Jamaica C's Mays, Miss Charlene Hall, and Miss Hattie Young. So you guys have until June 13th, which is Wednesday, to contact us and let us know. And if you are a winner, please, this is the link you need to go to right here to register so that we know that you are coming for free. So use that link that I just posted right there, and then you'll get your freebie for before you come. Lynn, you want to tell them about the freebie?
Sure. The freebie is at bit.ly/7-day investing, 7-day prep investing. And once you go to that link, guys, this pre-course is going to be delivered to your emails. Each day is going to give you a step that you need to take to ensure that you're ready to invest. Why do I say ensure that you're ready to invest? Because Saturday we're doing the work. We're putting all the pieces together. We're going through every single step, right? What are those steps? Those 5 steps that you need to do to ensure that you're investing so that you're picking what it is that you need to be picking, so that you're not allowing fear to get in your way, so that you can minimize risk. So you minimize that fear of loss due to risk, right? So make sure that you register at that free link. That's for our folks who have won, guys. And congratulations from America's #1 financial rebound coach. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, congratulations. Okay, I'm going to stop. All right,
guys. So I'm going to post the Charlene, you were one of the winners since you keep losing signal, but you were one of the winners. So I'm going to post a link and tag all the winners. You guys do have until Wednesday to register so that we know that you are coming. So Lynn did it again. She doesn't know, and maybe it's the good Lord just be working with us, is that our topics are intertwined yet again. So I heard this. When I work, I listen to stuff, and this stopped me, and I had to go back and replay it like 3 times. It says, you must make your future dream a present fact. You must make your future dream a present fact. So what are you, and it's all, again, around your mindset. So what are you thinking about your dream that is making it a present day fact for you? What is it? So at this Do Shop, and I'm going to tie all of this into the Great Escape Mini, because here, that's where we're going to take your dream and make it a fact. Because if it's just a dream, guys, without a plan, without something written down, it is not going to work. Because you've got to have a blueprint. You've got to know where you're going. You got to know how you get in there. And I think the scary thing for me when I was going through is I didn't have a blueprint. I didn't know what I was doing. I was feeling myself out. I was figuring it out as I went. And then I learned some hard lessons. And that's the important thing that we do here at the Fearless Morning Show, is we share our hard lessons with you so that you don't have to. So you don't have to live in crazy in your life and your finances. And you don't have to continue on repeating the same bad habit over again. So today, you got to make your future a present fact. A present fact in today. That's the only way you're going to make it happen. Because if we keep thinking in big words like someday, I wish, I'm gonna, one day I will, I might, I should. It's absolutely never going to happen. You've got to change your language and change it to facts. So, for example, I am going to be a millionaire. It leaves no room for interpretation. I will live past crazy leaves no room for interpretation. It's something that you're going to do. It's something that you're committed to doing. It's something that you're ready to do the work. Let me tell you, I'm so excited for y'all to come to the event on Saturday. I have a contract for you guys that's just gonna blow y'all away. Y'all gonna be so. I worked on it all day yesterday. Y'all gonna be. I'm so excited. I'm about like Lynn now. I'm so excited. I could do my little dance and my little jig. I was in here playing my music, and I forced my kids to listen to MC Light, Paper Thin, yet again, and made them watch me rap it. You know, Rosie's like, why do you subject us to that? Because I'm making my dream my present fact.
Right.
I'm going to be a singer one day because it is all in your language. It is all in how you say things. Take that dream and make it a present fact. Change how you say what you're going to accomplish today. Period. You will be surprised what you can accomplish when you put your mind to it. What can happen?
Right.
You are committed to the thought and the idea. Remember, I said that there's a difference between being inspired and being committed. If you're inspired, you're going to use every excuse in the world why you can't do something. And when I tell y'all, that's my pet peeve from I can't handle that. When people tell me something they can't do and then the reason behind it doesn't make sense, I can't handle that. I can't do that because, well, I'm too old. My nerves is bad. I don't have any patience. You've already given yourself so many excuses why you can't that your mind then closes down and does not show you any other options of how you can. So if you're giving them that, I can't see that, Lynn. What does it say? Okay. Charlene. That's right, Charlene. Sometimes you've got to change your surroundings. You don't have any choice. Let me tell you. Your circle of friends are essential to your well-being. Your circle of friends and family are essential to your well-being. If you think I'm joking, pay attention to who's in your circle and how crazy they make you every day. Do they add to you or do they take away? Now, true, we take away from people because we need something, but is anybody putting anything back in? And then the next thing you know, you sitting over here stressed out, anxiety, mad, confused. You just as crazy as the best bug as they are. Check your circle of your friends and your family. It is essential to your well-being. I promise you. And if you have a hard time finding new circles of friends, that's what you got the Fearless Morning Show here for. That's what we're here for every day, Monday through Friday, 7:15 a.m. So you got you a new circle of friends right on over here so we can help you get where you want to be. You don't have to do this alone, and you don't have to do it confused, and you don't have to do it not knowing what it is you're supposed to do next. Sometimes that's the hardest thing. You know what you want to do, but you do not know what to do next, and that's what we're here for. So today, I want you to make your future dream a present fact. Make your future dream a present fact, and make sure that you come to the Circle and Moon Saturday. It starts at 10 a.m. So it's June 16th at the Circle and Moon in Roswell, Georgia. We got the winners for the free tickets. You can, Glenn, do you still want to give away some free tickets today? And I was there, my line. Well, thank you, Charlene. Set your line so you can catch the show, girl.
We actually only have, you gave away 7 of them because we only had 10.
Okay, so we're good to go. So I'm going to post the winners today, guys. And then don't forget, I'll include the link where you need to go and register so that we know for sure that you are coming. And I encourage you to be committed and dedicated to take your future dream and make it a present fact. Until you take it seriously, here's the thing, until you take what you want to do seriously, it's never going to work. You can hear all the information. You can come here to the Fearless Morning Show every morning, and I love you for it. But until you take it serious, until you like, you know what, wait a minute, let me put some of this into action, nothing will ever change. It's just not. It's not going to change. You're going to still be in the same place, doing the same things with the same people, feeling the same way. So,
Right.
I'm just saying. All right, guys, that is it for the Fearless Morning Show. Please don't forget to like our channel, share the video, and if your friends and family do not have Facebook, of course, we have the Fearless Morning Show on YouTube, and they can binge watch it all day long. That's the link right there for you, so that they can watch it. Make sure that they like and subscribe to that show. Anything else, then, before we close out?
No, guys, we're super excited. And also, we'll be coming back this evening all
Yes.
week. We'll be broadcasting and sharing as well, doing a recap of what we talked about this morning and answering any questions that you may have. So come join us in the evenings at 7 p.m. Is that what we said? 7? Sorry.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember. 7 o'clock p.m. so that we can talk a little bit more, get you excited, because we're uber excited. I think we have more than enough excitement for everyone. But guys, if you're ready to come and get with a community that's going to show you, and we're going to do it together, I mean, it's different. It's completely different from anything that you've done before. We're going to actually do it. Join us for the Do Shop at the Circling Moon, guys. The Great Escape Mini. All right, that's it for me, guys. I'm America's #1 financial rebound coach, Lynn Demis. Yes, I said it, #1. Here's my little mini me. He came in at the last moment.
Good morning,
Malachi.
He look like he's still sleeping.
It's pajama day at summer camp. They get to wear their pajamas. So
who he got on?
It's his Batman pajamas. It says I'm not a morning person, which is not the truth. This baby is up.
Yeah, because y'all family straight morning people. I don't know what time the Demis family get up, but it's got to be somewhere around 4:30 in the morning. And y'all be up like it is the break of day, like the sun is shining and it's time to go. Right. We folks still out here sleeping.
Right, I know, but that's how we get it done. The early bird gets the worm.
That's exactly right. I can tell Malachi been getting him some good sun. He looking all toasty over there. Look at his cute self.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, guys.
Yes, his summer tan. His summer tan.
That's right, honey. That's all right. All right, guys. I hope you have a great Monday. We'll see you here tonight at 7. So share with your friends and family if they missed the morning show. We'll be going over it again tonight, and maybe some extra nuggets. And we're going to be telling you more about the Great Escape Mini, which is coming up Saturday. Make sure you still get your tickets. I posted the link so that you can do that as well. All right, guys. Have a great Monday. We'll see you later on this evening. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye, Malachi.